right, I'm back. Uh, yeah, Saturday was a no-go. I mean, my running on empty really got. I was empty. I don't even really know how I feel right now. I'm kind of like between feeling good and feeling bad, and I don't know which way it's gonna go. But I'm thinking, I want to get something in. So what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna do, is I got my 35 pound. Yeah, it's 35 pound sandbag. I haven't done those throws anymore. And I mean, holy shit, is it cold out here? It's May. No, well, actually, it's June today. And I don't know. It feels like it's like, I don't know what temperature it is. Like mid 50s. Uh, it rained pretty much all day yesterday. But, you friggin' piece. I'm getting tired of this shit. I'm getting tired of these lights. I wish I never would have put one of them lights up. I need a light that just you turn on and boom, the thing stays on. This on and off shit. But anyway, yeah. Now Friday, I went to work. Okay, the Thursday workout just beat the living shit out of me, man. Because I didn't feel very good for the last 2 weeks. And I pushed my way through the 3 workouts last week. And the Thursday workout just knocked me for a loop. I went to work Thursday, and man, I dragged probably most of the day. I was just pushing myself through it because I had to. And then I woke up Friday, and I kind of thought I felt good. Well, hell no. An hour into the day on Friday, I started feeling like shit. And I was thinking of telling the boss, hey, I'm leaving at 12:30. But my dad was taken to the hospital, and I got they came out and told me. So I was up at that damn hospital most of the day on Friday. I was up at the other hospital they took him to yesterday for like 4.5 hours. I'm going to be going tomorrow, that's depending if they're going to do the surgery. This I tell you, man. Yeah, we're going to do it on Monday. Then they came in, and the one resident, and said, we're going to try to figure out either Monday or Tuesday when we're going to do it. Me and my brother-in-law and my sister went to the snack bar, and by the time we came back, tentatively on Monday. So I don't know. Everything's up in the air right now with that, but but yeah. And I was thinking, hey man, I got to get out and do something. So I got my 35 pound sandbag. I'm going to do 3 throws, and then I'm going to take this thing with me, and I'm going to go for a walk. And I don't think I'm going to be doing the whole walk, but I am going to at least go down to the racetrack and try to go up to that barn up there. Because I got to do my yard work today too. So I know my allergies are a problem. And, I seem to be feeling a little better now. But that's the thing. I felt, like I said, on Friday in the morning, I kind of felt like this, and then everything went downhill after I started working. I mean, hey, I have been pushing it pretty hard. But anyway, I'm going to do 3 throws. Then I'm going to get my damn flashlight, because I forgot that. And we're going to go for a walk. Not too friggin' heavy. All right, now I'm going to get that damn flashlight. I'm going to try to take this thing off of here without shutting it off. All right. Well, let's go for a walk. Oh, yeah, I tell you what. You know, yeah, I tell you, I said this before, and I even had somebody in the comments tell me this 50-hour a week job that I have, where you're just busting your ass like a doggone slave. And I mean, I gotta bust my ass. It's one of the two hardest jobs in the foundry, and you gotta, I mean, just to keep up sometimes. And I try to keep ahead, because I've had too many incompetent people fuck me over, where I thought I'll try to go back to half an hour ahead. Well, it seems that when you try to make it easier for yourself at that place, there's going to be people making it a lot harder. The quality of the work suddenly turns really bad. It's like, okay, the law of attraction. And I don't really know how, if this is like woo-woo shit, but you know, if you're in a positive direction, you know, and you keep working toward it. Now this doesn't. There's a dead possum, unless it's playing dead. Nope, it's dead. Okay, but you know, the law of attraction. If you're headed in a positive direction, and you have a positive attitude, that not all things will go positively, but it's like the majority, I guess, goes positively. But when you're headed in a negative direction, and I gotta admit, you know, the way my life was, most of my life, I really, my thoughts, and even today, I struggle with that, with negative thoughts, especially when you're dealing with a job you hate. But I found out at that place, it's like the law of attraction to the negative, where it's always gonna be, no matter whether you try to be positive or not, the majority of it is just negative. You know, you'll have jobs that'll look like crap, and then you'll say something to the guy, and he'll go, "Oh," and he acts like, "Oh, I didn't realize that." And I'm thinking, you know, you're good it's really good that I'm not a boss. Okay? Because if I'd be like a plant manager, your ass would be fucking toast. I'd be up right in your face, and I'd be saying, "This is how many fucking times you fuck up?" And you know it. The next time, I'm going to be taken over, and you're going to be out. I don't care if you've been here 30 years. You know, but it's just well, that's how it is. Yeah. And then they fix it, and then you're like, "Oh, so that's not how it is. It can be another way." It's like, but yeah, this job is stressful. You know, physically and mentally. You know, because I don't know, I have a aversion to bullshit. Not all bullshit, because you know, I do bullshit too. So it ain't like, you know, I'm going, well, I'm perfect and all you people are not. But yeah, it needs to stop. Because these companies, I mean, we're working 50 hours in order to keep up, get work to the inspectors, and now they're out looking for more work. They're going, "Oh yeah, we got to go out and we got to, you know, try to get more work in." And I'm thinking, it's greed. Greedy, greedy, petty little people. You know? I wonder what would happen if they realize that the dollar ain't worth shit. If that realization would suddenly hit them right in the friggin' solar plexus. What do you mean? I don't have any money? I'm not rich? No, you're not. And you're not paying us, so we're leaving. But, yeah, that's where you got your head up your butt. But yeah, man, I tell you, this is friggin' cold out here today. This is June. I mean, I sure as hell hope that this isn't one of these where it, is cold like this, and all of a sudden it goes into the heat and humidity really fast because you're not used to it, and I never felt this cold, in May or June. But, that's another thing, They got these people that run the world, and they want to geoengineer it because we got this climate change. Bull fucking shit. Okay? You shove your, little fear porn up your ass. But yeah, they chemtrail the sky. And then there are people out there, well, those are contrails. And I'm thinking, I knew how contrails looked. You saw a jet, like back when I was growing up in the 70s. You'd see a jet flying overhead, and you have a contrail out the back, and the contrail would evaporate. Okay? What they're spraying up there in the sky now don't evaporate. And they're making all kind of grids and hell loop-de-loops. It's like they're just laughing at us, And I really want to make them cry. I like to go laugh now. You're not laughing, you're crying. Well, ain't that a bitch? Take them up there in the sky and drop them out the door. And chemtrail that, you prick. But yeah, this cold is like, what the fuck? Yeah, but it is bracing. If you're not awake and you come out into this, your eyes open. Of course, I got, 1.5 cup of coffee in me. So, yeah. Whew. Damn. What is it with the skunks in this area? Now I smell a friggin' skunk again. I don't know if the damn thing's hanging out up here in the woods, just waiting till I come out or what. But that's like the third damn night in a week that I've smelled that. Yeah. Well, that hill made me breathe a little heavy. Oh, yeah. I'm actually hoping they do the surgery tomorrow, because even though I'll be up in the hospital probably most of the day, it'll give me a chance to have that day as a rest day, and I can take a personal day for that. But But I don't know. It's going to be one day next week. So, one of the things I like to do, and I can't really do it here on YouTube or on any platform, is try to wake people up and break their belief in all these illusions we have. Like I said before, illusion of wealth and illusion of security. We don't have wealth. We don't have security. And the problem with people is they're that conditioned to believe nonsense and believe that, well, we're all in it together. Yeah. And we can all get out of it. And no, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's going to be harder. Okay? But I see worth in, at least trying instead of giving up. Because, what do we got? Our lives are taken by work. We got the kids, they're in school. Families are not together. Communities, heck, I'm not Mr. Go out and meet people. I don't have time to do that. I don't really know my neighbors. I know of them. I haven't, heck, I know of them. And I live near them. Just my family here. I know them, but the rest of them, I don't know. But there was a time when people, communities were pretty strong. People knew each other. They were able to talk together about, say, things that were going on. But now, it's too much frivolous shit, And like I said, the conditioning, when I deconverted from Christianity and I started learning the truth, and I know this will probably trigger little Roger Mosley, but I'm going to just say this, Roger, you can go fuck yourself. As a male, okay, you ought to be ashamed of yourself that you have no critical thinking skills. You should be ashamed of yourself that you don't look to the left or the right and try to find out the truth. When you're told this is what you need to believe, and you go ahead and you do it without going, well, why? Well, you need to believe it, or you're going to burn in hell forever, or you're going to burn for a little bit, or you're going to be eliminated completely. All right. There's a barn. Well, is that true? Well, this book says it. Okay, well, is there evidence outside of that book? Well, you don't need evidence. It's in the spirit world. Oh, well, that's convenient. I want evidence. Well, mythology. Okay, you had Greek mythology with Tartarus, Egyptian mythology. They talked about a lake of fire. So when you do research and you find out, okay, so these beliefs here, this belief got, some of these ideas from other religions and stuff like that. But anyway, when you dig deep into the history of the Bible, when it was written, who wrote it, you find out that most of what you're taught is complete bullshit. It's funny how one group of people has the true God, but all the other groups outside of that group have mythologies. That's weird. But one of the things is you get your feelings all wrapped around it. My feels, okay? I need to believe this because, it makes me feel something. When I pray, I feel something. I remember when I was a Christian and I prayed, there would be a feeling. It's a comfort zone. But when you take stock of whether I gotta watch it because this dog in here will start yapping. Yeah, it's a comfort zone. I remember when I was a Christian and I'd pray, I'd have this comfortable feeling. I'd also have a feeling of, well, I don't really know what's going to happen. And then I'd go, well, what you need, Dave, is you need more faith. In what? A fairy godfather that I don't even know exists? I do believe in a God. I mean, there's design to this place. So there's an intelligence, but it's like one guy said, he said all the religions in this world are concepts. They have their God is a concept. It's kind of like they're sitting there going, well, what would this God do? What kind of a mindset, what is he about? And stuff like that. And then they wrote it down. The numerous authors that write these things. Come on, light, go on. Yeah, there we go. But anyway, I digress. I'm going to put my phone back in my phone holder, and I'm going to do 3 more tosses with this bag. And then that's going to be it for today. Unless you want me to, film my yard mowing, which I'm not planning on doing that. But anyway, I'm going to take my frozen fingers off of this damn phone and try to get this in here. Okay. Push it back. Push it down. All right. All right, there we go. All right, 3 more throws. Oh, boy. It ain't nothing too heavy, but, at least it gets the blood flowing and gets the body, the muscles exercised. All right, that's it. That's all I got today. And like I said, I'm not going to be doing anything tomorrow. I'm going to do a Tuesday and a Thursday workout, and I'm not going to go as hard. I'm going to kind of take it easy. I was thinking of just doing kind of a deload workouts and not doing like normal deloads where it's like, I'm going to do a combo of this and a combo of that and make it harder. No, I'm going to try to take it a little easier. So it isn't going to be that great. I mean, it never really is with weight wise, but yeah, but getting back to these illusions, the majority needs to wake up, making excuses and going, well, we're here together. It's like COVID. I'd walk into a store and I wouldn't have a mask on and everybody else would have a mask on, and maybe there's 1 or 2 people in the store that also don't have masks on. We're awake, they're asleep, and they'd be telling me you need to get a mask on because of X, Y, or Z, when I know that the bullshit was bullshit. Yeah, wake up. And like I said, it isn't because everything's going to go great. It's going to get a lot harder. Believe me. It's not something that I think about and go, wow, that's going to be great. No, I got a knot in my stomach when I think about it. It's like, holy shit. It's like, do you really want this, Kramer? Or do you just want to go back to sleep? Well, I can't go back to sleep. Once you wake up, once you go going down that rabbit hole, well, it's too late now. The only way you're going to be going to sleep, the only way you're going to be going to sleep is when the lights go out. That worked pretty good, huh? When your lights go out. Otherwise, yeah, your eyes are wide open. And here's the thing about that. You know, what you think you know right now, you may have to change that. It's like, okay, maybe part of that is right, but you're going to have to maybe get rid of what somebody over here told you. And you find out, okay, wait a minute, that there was wrong. This is what is right. And that can be a lot worse than what this guy was telling you. So it's like, all right. But anyway, I want to go inside and I want to drink some more coffee, which may or may not be good for me. But that's it. That's all we got. 26 friggin' minutes. So I will see you on Tuesday.